Falcons fans. Something big is brewing in Atlanta. A rising star is taking over. A veteran is watching his spotlight fade. And a bold front office might be one move away from changing everything. Is this the beginning of a new era, or the calm before a storm that could shake the entire franchise? The future of the Falcons is hanging in the balance. And the time to choose a direction is now. Hey Falcons fans, get ready, because the 2025 offseason isn't just another chapter in our story. It's a turning point. The Atlanta Falcons are caught right in the middle of a storm made of drama, excitement, and massive decisions that could change the entire future of this team. All across Flowery Branch, the whispers are getting louder. The fans are asking questions. The media is watching. The pressure is rising. And here's the big question. Is this the start of a brand new era led by a fearless young quarterback? Or are we about to see a shocking trade that could flip the entire league on its head? After a roller coaster 2024 season that ended with a disappointing 7-10 record, the Falcons now stand at a crossroads. There's no more room for almost. This team has to make bold moves, and fast. The fans? They're growing impatient. The front office? Under fire. And the biggest question of all? The quarterback situation. Last year, the Falcons made headlines by signing a veteran quarterback to a massive contract. People thought that was the answer. But now, that spotlight has moved, and it's shining directly on the rookie. Enter Michael Penix Jr., the Falcons' 2024 first-round pick from Washington, and the man who might just change everything. He didn't play much early on, but late in the season, the coaching staff handed him the keys. And in those final 3 games, Penix didn't just play, he impressed. In just 5 total appearances, he threw for 775 yards and 5 touchdowns, showing calmness, confidence, and elite accuracy, especially on the deep ball. But here's what makes it even more exciting. Wide receiver Darnell Mooney, a breakout star in 2024 and a Georgia native, is already building something special with Penix. And it's not just chemistry. It's trust, timing, belief. Mooney lit up the field in Penix's first career start, grabbing 5 catches for 82 yards, and their connection looked like something Falcons fans had been dreaming of for years. When Mooney talks about Penix, you can hear the excitement in his voice. He can throw it very, very far, Mooney said during off-season training. He's got a cannon, and he's never late. Even when it looks like he's behind, the ball still gets there right on time. This is more than a good match on the field. It's a fire, a shared hunger to prove the world wrong and put the Falcons back on the map. Mooney came within 8 yards of a 1,000-yard season in 2024, finishing with 992 yards and 5 touchdowns. But he's not worried about stats. He wants wins. He wants success. And he wants a quarterback who can take this offense to the next level. And maybe, just maybe, Michael Penix Jr. is that guy. Now it's your turn, Falcons fans. How confident are you in Michael Penix Jr. on a scale of 1 to 10? Do you believe he's the future of this franchise? Or do you think the team still has one more blockbuster move coming? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you're ready to ride this wild offseason, and get ready. Because what's coming next might shock us all. When Darnell Mooney said, "I didn't come here for 1,000 yards. I came here to win games," it wasn't just a quote. It was a statement of purpose. A message to every player in that locker room and to every Falcons fan watching closely. That kind of mindset is exactly what this team needs right now. And it matches perfectly with the energy that Michael Penix Jr. is bringing to Atlanta. Penix isn't just showing talent, he's showing leadership. He's not just building chemistry with his receivers, he's building relationships all across the locker room. Offense, defense, veterans, rookies, even bonding with teammates on the golf course. He's doing the little things that great quarterbacks do. "I've been connecting with everyone," Penix said. Offense, defense. Even out on the golf course. That simple statement says a lot. He's winning over the room. He's stepping into that leadership role without hesitation, and people inside the building are starting to believe. Even wide receivers coach Ak Hilliard sees it. He said it best. Mooney reintroduced himself to the league last year, and Penix is showing he's ready to lead. We're going to lean on both of them in 2025. But now, Falcons fans, here's where things get spicy. While Penix is climbing up the depth chart and winning the locker room, there's another story building behind the scenes. A quarterback controversy. And this one could shake the entire league. Remember the veteran quarterback the Falcons signed in 2024? That massive 4-year, $180 million deal? Yeah, that guy. The one who was supposed to be the face of the franchise? He's now stuck behind a rookie, and he's not happy about it. Reports say the veteran feels misled, that he didn't see this coming. And now, as Penix holds the top spot on the depth chart, trade rumors are exploding. And guess who's at the top of the list? The Indianapolis Colts. Bleacher Report's Brent Sableski just dropped a bombshell, naming the Colts as a prime landing spot for the veteran quarterback. And when you look at Indy's current situation, it makes sense. Their young QB, once a top 5 draft pick, has battled shoulder injuries and questions about his maturity. And now, head coach Shane Steichen and GM Chris Ballard are feeling the heat. Their jobs could be on the line, and a proven veteran might be the lifeline they need. But there's a catch. A big one. The veteran's contract comes with a $40 million cap hit in 2025, and the Colts only have a little over $20 million in cap space. That means any trade would be complicated. Atlanta might have to eat part of the contract, and the Colts would likely have to send back a valuable draft pick, maybe even a second-rounder. It's risky, for both sides. From Atlanta's point of view, moving on from the veteran would free up money to build around Penix, maybe add another playmaker or shore up the offensive line. But it also puts all the pressure on a young quarterback with just a handful of games under his belt. Sure, Penix has shown potential, but is he ready to carry an NFL team for a full season? That's the gamble. Now, let's zoom out. Because this Falcons offense, it might already be on the edge of exploding. Darnell Mooney is averaging a ridiculous 15.5 yards per catch, one of the best in the league, only behind stars like A.J. Brown and Calvin Ridley. Drake London is playing like a true WR1. He led the team with 100 receptions, 1,271 yards, and 9 touchdowns in 2024. Ray McCloud is adding value too, with a solid 11.1 yards per catch as a dependable third option. Now add in Penix's deep ball accuracy, his confidence, his connection with Mooney, and suddenly, this offense looks dangerous. If the Falcons commit to this new direction, if they let go of the past and fully trust the rookie, 2025 could be the beginning of something special. But make no mistake, the next move could define the entire season. What do you think, Falcons fans? Is Michael Penix Jr. ready to lead this team now? Should the Falcons trade the veteran quarterback, even if it means eating some of that massive contract? And how explosive do you think this offense can be in 2025? Drop your answers in the comments below. Smash that like button if you're ready to see this new era begin, and buckle up, because this ride is just getting started. Let's talk about the battle in the trenches, because none of this offensive magic matters if the quarterback doesn't have time to throw. Luckily, the Falcons made some smart, strategic moves to protect their young signal caller, Michael Penix Jr. up front. They prioritized stability, consistency, and chemistry, all the things a rookie quarterback desperately needs. First, they locked down veteran left tackle Jake Matthews with a 2-year, $22.5 million extension. This move was crucial. Matthews isn't flashy, but he's dependable, and having him continue protecting Penix's blind side brings confidence and calm to the entire offense. Then, the team made a tough but smart choice at center. Instead of spending more on Drew Dalman, they decided to stick with Ryan Neuzil, who saved cap space without dropping in performance. Newsel allowed just 1 sack in 578 snaps last season, and that kind of efficiency is exactly what Penix needs to step up and make those deep throws to Darnell Mooney and Drake London. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. This offense can't just be the Penix and Mooney show. If Atlanta wants to be more than just fun to watch, if they want to win, they need more balance. That means getting tight end Kyle Pitts more involved, and not just as a decoy. Pitts has the size, speed, and talent to be a nightmare for defenses, but the Falcons have struggled to unlock his full potential. That needs to change. And let's not forget the run game. Bijan Robinson is a star in the making, but the team needs to find consistency on the ground to keep defenses honest. Without a reliable run threat, defenses will key in on Penix, and that's a recipe for disaster. If the Falcons can create a balanced attack, combining Penix's deep ball, Mooney and London's speed, Pitt's athleticism, and a strong running game, this offense could become one of the most dangerous units in the NFC South. But while the offense has promise, the defense is where things get messy. Atlanta went all in on fixing the pass rush this offseason, and not everyone is sold on the plan. According to ESPN's Seth Walder, the Falcons' draft strategy might be a disaster waiting to happen. Here's what they did. At pick #15, they drafted linebacker Jalen Walker, a solid move. But then, they made a bold trade up to pick #26 to select edge rusher James Pierce Jr. That move cost them pick #46, pick 242, and a future first-rounder. That's a lot to give up, especially for a player like Pierce, who reportedly comes with maturity concerns. If he doesn't pan out, that future first-round pick could turn into a major regret. Walder also pointed to another questionable move, signing 32-year-old edge rusher Leonard Floyd to a 1-year, $10 million deal. Floyd had just a 13% pass rush win rate in 2024, below average, and his best years might already be behind him. However, there was one move Walder praised, releasing veteran defensive tackle Grady Jarrett, which saved the team $16.25 million in cap space. Jarrett's production had dropped, and the team needed that money to build for the future. Still, the big question remains, can Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr. bring the heat? Can they give the Falcons the pass rush they've been missing for years? Because if not, this defense could become the team's biggest weakness again. Big picture recap. So let's break this down. Michael Penix Jr. and Darnell Mooney are building something special. The offensive line is strong and stable. The receiving core is stacked with Mooney, London, and Pitts. But trading a $180 million veteran QB is a major gamble. And the defensive strategy could either launch the Falcons into playoff contention or blow up in their faces. The truth is, no one really knows how this will play out. And that's what makes it so exciting. The 2025 season is full of risk, mystery, and potential. This could be the start of a new era or a step backward. And it all depends on how Penix performs, how the defense holds up, and whether this team can come together when it matters most. So now it's your turn, Falcons fans. Is Michael Penix Jr. truly the future? Should the Falcons risk trading their veteran QB? And will the pass rush finally come alive or fall apart under pressure? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you're riding with this team through the ups and downs. And stay locked in, because this offseason is just heating up, and the next twist could change everything.